Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of The Intellectual.
Oh, yes.
How you doing, Guido?
Hello, Poseidon.
Why do we start off every episode like complete strangers, like it's the first time we've ever met? Why do we do that?
Because
You both have -8 skills on the microphone.
we walk in and sit down and he presses record. You have not seen me for a week. I'm kidding. You're right. We do.
We do it. Why do we do that? I feel like we kind of did it by mistake at some point, and then we just continue doing it just to...
It became a thing.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. You guys are retards.
We're
No, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Oh, you can say it's a thing all you want, but it's not a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Hey,
Oh.
I hear Hustle is doing great.
Well, it was a fantastic film. Did you watch it?
Not yet, but
I have to watch
I've been reading reviews.
Yeah.
It's been doing very well. So triumph for our friend Adam Sandler. Why do I have so much bass in my voice today?
I don't know. Maybe you feel better?
I feel better. Yeah.
I can't be around you peasants after flying on a private jet.
Yeah. Okay. So
You guys disgust
I was
me.
literally on the plane with you.
I know, but you
Okay.
were the only one disgusting me on
Go
the plane.
fuck yourself.
I
There's literally somebody that took a shit right next to
Earlier-
you. And I was the one disgusting you.
So look,
Go
first
fuck
of all,
yourself.
First of all, that is
Yeah.
racist.
Earlier
How is that
today-
racist?
That's racist, number one. Number two, you flew private, but
Yeah.
you were living coach.
Go fuck
I saw photos on Poseidon's phone telling people here. Basically, they went to Atlanta. You guys.
ATL!
And
I like saying that.
you had issues with the plane. The plane didn't show up. You
No,
missed
no,
the plane.
they canceled our flight.
They
to Air
canceled
Canada,
your flight.
'cause they're a
Air
terrible,
Canada.
terrible
And now,
airline.
you guys had an appointment there, so you couldn't make the appointment if you would have waited for the next plane. So you guys
We
all
had
said,
shows in
Fuck shows.
So you had shows, and so said,
Mike's a dentist.
Mike, yeah, you had an
Well,
appointment.
no, yeah, Mike had an appointment.
Mike had to go. So
He
you
had
had
to deliver a root canal and a baby.
so
At the same time.
Yeah.
you
On the same person.
you were forced to charter a plane.
This.
And
Yes.
so you were basically in the Ted Danson NBC final episode of Seinfeld plane. That's what
Yes.
it looked like.
We
You were in
were-
a Gulfstream or something?
We were in a Lear jet
A Learjet.
provided to us by Big Bank Mike Ward,
Yeah.
Wow.
Big bank. MMG.
who decided
Money making genius.
Yeah, who decided, fuck it, I'm gonna just break the bank for this. I have a memory and regret it later.
Yeah.
There was one pilot,
Two.
two pilots,
Yeah.
and was there a flight attendant?
No.
No, bro. It was.
This is
You're basically sitting in the back of a car.
no, it's much more spacious than that, than a car, but it's
Yeah.
not. There's no. You're not gonna have stewardesses.
You weren't in a
Yeah.
Cessna. Okay.
Yeah, you can't stand up in it.
Well,
Comfortably.
you can. I probably can.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, you can. Yes, there you go.
So,
Real adults can't though.
Nah, I
so, so that was cool. How? So you didn't have like a mimosa or something?
No, they had drinks. They got whatever we wanted. It's
Yeah.
just we didn't care. We just wanted to get home, and we
Yeah.
were just
Yeah.
having fun on the plane.
What I liked is for some reason, like on regular planes, you don't really want to talk. You just want to let's get this over with, and you know what I
Yeah.
mean. But like what I liked, the main difference I noticed is we were all having conversations. We were all enjoying it.
Because the
Like-
basically because the plane was just, imagine 100% of the plane is just your people.
Yeah.
The 7 guys we went there with, and the 1 guy that we picked up with us to bring him back also.
Yes.
So because we found George St. Pierre's manager there.
Okay, and he was stuck there.
He had the same flight as us, so he was
Oh,
canceled
wow.
too. So we said, you know what? There's actually an empty seat on our private jet. Mike is hilarious.
That's so funny.
He's like, I have a private jet. You want to? And the guy's like, what?
You saved his
It's
ass.
amazing.
Yeah, Mike.
Okay. So the flight going was not the canceled one. It was the one coming back.
Yes, basically. the
Mike
one
was
back, yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man, basically.
Yeah,
for the-
Yeah.
Even our set, we had our own section at the fights.
Oh, that was amazing.
Only us. We're the only people in the arena that had VVIP, not
Yes.
VIP, VVIP.
We were very, very important
You
penises.
you looked like you guys funded the event.
That's what.
Yeah, man.
That's why probably people were looking at us like, "Who the fuck are
Yeah,
these
they wouldn't stop
gypsies?"
looking at us.
That's
Oh,
insane.
bro. It was just an amazing experience.
That was
We had a lot of fun.
Plus, Ollie won. Our fighter.
Yes,
actually
he
won.
did
It was
one. Our
crazy.
fighter won.
He did one. He did one.
Yeah, he did the winning.
Did you see some good beatings?
Oh, bro, there was some
bro.
fights that was wild. Bro, that second fight we witnessed, I think that was my favorite fight.
Really?
Yes, because I'll
was the
explain to you
second?
why. It was that giant with the guy with the mullet.
The Moulet.
Yeah.
What was the
so
weight class?
that was heavyweight.
Okay.
So there was one guy, he had a mullet, and the other guy looked like, just to give you a visual, he looked like the guy in Umbrella Academy, the big guy, the strong guy. You know who I'm talking about?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
But basically, what happened was, there was this fat ref that was garbage. So, anyways, they had
oh,
this.
bro, the fat ref was absurd.
They had this
There was a
obese ref.
he was dangerous.
He couldn't move, dangerous. So what happened was, instead of him stopping the fight, what happened is the big guy gets a good shot to the chin, but he's a big dude, right? So he falls down, but he gets back up. I think the reason why that was my favorite fight so much was because even though he kept getting knocked down and he was like dizzy and shit, the fight in him was like, nah, I still want to stand up.
Balboa.
So
Very Balboa.
Yeah, he kept getting up. Even though he lost the fight.
Yeah, you
No,
saw
no, he hadn't lost the fight. What happened is he wasn't getting up because he was tough. He was getting up. It was one of those, when someone's half knocked out and they're wobbling?
Yeah,
He
basically.
was getting up, wobbling. The fight should have been called. The ref was too fat, so he didn't want to run.
Oh,
So he kept letting him get beat up to the point where by the time he got there, that guy has brain damage.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest.
the ref had
And there was media people behind me, like they were walking around, and I go and I go, be honest, I go, that fat ref, I go, wasn't that too late of a stoppage? And both media guys look at me, they go, yeah, 100%, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
He could have killed that guy.
So that guy, because he's a friend and been there a long time and has experience.
The fat guy?
they
No.
don't
It's because it's government jobs. The refs officiating are provided by the governing body for fighting in
They
that
gotta
city.
move.
In that city. So he has a government job, essentially. That's why they put him there.
Wow.
Yeah, he's obviously not qualified just
bus
based on
driver.
body.
But kudos to the fighter, bro. He kept standing back up. Like he won me. I don't even know
tough
what his
cookie.
name is.
Yeah, what's he doing today?
But he won me as a fan. So if I ever see him, I'm like, yo, that's that motherfucker that is fucking tough as fuck. Like he kept standing. Like I think other fighters would have just been like, oh fuck, I got knocked down. Okay, like they would have covered. This guy kept trying to stand up and fight.
Speaking of refs, Tim White, WWE ref legend, dead, and Dave
shit.
Hebner. In the same week, these guys.
Dave Hebner died.
Dave Hebner,
Earl Hebner's brother.
Earl Hebner's twin brother. The infamous or famous Ted DiBiase paid for a ref to be dirty, to get a lookalike, the evil twin of Dave Hebner, Earl Hebner, to come in and make Andre the Giant the champion so he can give the belt to Ted DiBiase. That ref died. And Tim White.
R.I.P.
Tim White, which was the chubbier ref with the beard. He's done a lot of WrestleManias, a lot of Shawn Michaels, and
passed
he
away
ended
as
up
well.
becoming Andre the Giant's assistant
Oh shit.
for the remainder of Andre's life, and then he owns a bar now. But he told a story of how the locker room is wrestlers only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big rule. And this guy had become Andre's assistant. So he's like, I'm just going to go in there and hang out and watch, Tito Santana play cards with Andre the Giant. He walks in, Andre the Giant, get out! And he was enraged. The guy's like, but I'm your assistant. Anyway, that's Tim White.
Oh, that was who he said that to? I remember the Get Out thing. I didn't know who he said it to.
Yeah, to him. Now, CEO, chairman, Vince McMahon. This is old news to people.
Wrestling talk.
People
I love how that you brought up the other thing just to go into the Vince McMahon stuff.
Thank you for watching me reach.
So I heard that Vince McMahon is in a bit of a pickle.
Step down.
Because of his pickle.
So he had an affair with a woman working there. He's let
Who
the-
hasn't gone to the fair with a woman?
He's 75, 80 years old. She was 41. I
Oh.
believe she was a paralegal. She worked there.
Look, that's not bad. If she was a paraplegic, that would be weird.
her salary went from 100 to 300 grand quickly, and her
You made me realize something. Sorry, keep
and
going.
then, apparently there was a payout of $3 million for her to shut up.
Oh, wow.
She said that she was passed around like a doll from Vince to John Laurinaitis, the guy who works behind the scenes,
Yeah.
the brother of Road Warrior Animal.
Can you define passed around? Does she have details?
No, but she
Like,
said
was she forced?
She said like a doll. That's what she said.
Maybe
Now
did she want to be passed around like a doll?
I don't know, but he now had to step down, and in the meantime, the interim CEO is Stephanie McMahon, who came out of quasi, she was on a leave because she said she's raising her family, so she came back. And now Vince had to address SmackDown, so he came out to address SmackDown in what I believe was one of the highest rated. He was still going for the ratings.
He's amazing.
He came out to speak to the crowd, and I mean, you can actually see the aging, and he's weathered now.
Yeah,
but how old is he now?
Oh, he's got to be like
in his 70s,
77 or 80.
Yeah, of course, bro. He's nearing 80.
So he came out to talk to the crowd, and a lot
Let
of
me tell you guys about a whore.
He got a lot of because WWE has since become a publicly traded company. So board of directors need updates. Where's the money going? What's happening? What's going on? Now, they believe that it was leaked to the Wall Street Journal by somebody in the boardroom. So this is only 6 people. So
they've got a snitch in their midst.
Fingers are pointing to Nick Khan, the guy who came in to take over, that Vince hired. That
can't trust these Pakistanis.
That he did all the slashing and the cutting and the this and that. I don't know. It might be him.
But I told him not to trust him. I said, unless this guy is willing to apologize for Genghis, don't let him in.
So Vince comes out and talks. I think that might be Vince's last television appearance, and that's why he did it. He came out to, let me go out there and talk to them one last time.
What did he say?
Nothing. Welcome to SmackDown, and he
didn't address the rape.
No, the WB there, whatever it's called, the
CW,
the CW, and the not the I'm sorry, whatever he calls it. He said the logo, the slogan. Welcome, good to be back in Minnesota.
Okay.
Enjoy.
And they were going crazy for him?
And he no, some people were, you could see fan reactions to him. Some people didn't like it, and some people did. And that was it. And then the show started.
I thought he was going to address the rumors.
That's what everyone thought. He just went for the ratings.
He's so smart.
He knew that people were going to watch.
That's fine.
Let me cash in on my bonus.
Yeah. And now they're looking into how he sold some stock before and insider trading.
Con?
Vince. So you might...
Insider trading is his company.
No, but I mean, he privy information, whatever. He sold off...
Privileged information is his company.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on.
How could he know what's happening within the company walls? Because it's his company.
In Connecticut.
Somebody must have told him. Or he's in charge of the company.
I don't see where
that would make a good sketch, by the way. But now with like Vince, it would make just a good sketch of like, how did he know this was going to happen? He
writes the storylines.
He has he has a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull in his office.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
what a legend.
When you have a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex in your office.
But you said before you said you guys made a joke of paraplegic. You guys reminded me of something. Did you know? And I didn't know this. There's actually a sexual preference for paraplegic women.
There's actually a sexual predator out there also.
Yeah, but preferences.
You mean there's a fetish?
There's a fetish. Sorry, a fetish or a kink.
Wanna bang
people who just want to bang
people that can't move.
Paraplegic women, which is suspicious.
Wait a minute, paraplegic because they can't move from the waist down, or because they're
from the waist down? I don't know. They're in a wheelchair. And a lot of these dudes, they're actually telling their current girlfriends, yo, could you pretend to be a paraplegic? So they get wheelchairs and shit, and they role play paraplegics.
It doesn't surprise me, man. There's people dressed around like in teddy bear outfits fucking each other. So.
Your internet search history is a crime scene.
No, this was a TikTok video.
You remember that show, My Strange Fetish?
Addiction.
Yeah, My Strange Addiction.
A guy was fucking his car, man.
Yeah, we talked about that many times.
Yeah. He's just a weirdo, but this is like...
You know why I don't mind the car
This is suspicious.
Yeah, the car as much is because it's an inanimate object. I don't mind that as much. You want to risk your penis going into metal, that's fine. What I don't like about the paraplegic thing is because essentially, it sounds like he's a rapist.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I like it when they legit can't run away.
Yeah.
There is some... But you can't... You have no control over what turns you on. You can't control your fetishes.
That's another thing that's true, yeah.
So, you know... Oh, speaking of
fetish,
something completely morbid, if you want to go there, I watched the final interview of Ted Bundy.
Ah, yes.
Ted Bundy, the night before he was executed for being a serial murderer.
Poseidon,
rapist.
do you know who Ted and Al Bundy were?
Yes,
Not
they
Al
were
Bundy.
serial rapists / murderers.
Yes.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
He was also...
They would trick women that they were injured help them
in
put
Silence of the
yeah,
Lambs.
to put I don't know, stuff in their car, and then they'd bamboozle them with a cast over the head, and they'd throw them in the fucking van and kidnap
Yes, they
them.
would. Yeah, Al was also, what was his job?
I have no idea.
A
Shoe
shoe
salesman.
salesman. That's Al Bundy.
Oh, bro, all these motherfuckers at Foot Locker are about to get it, bro. Next time.
Al, I think it was because of his family that it drove him crazy. Peggy, his wife, kept like just taking his money. Basically, he'd work at a shoe store, and she would just take his money.
I like the kid that played his son there. We never saw him again.
Yeah,
David Faustino. So Ted Bundy and his
Next time somebody at Foot Locker goes, "May I help you?" I don't know. May I help you?
They won't understand anything you're talking about.
I know, but
Air Force
it was
One.
for us.
Walk away, Al Bundy. Walk away. Say that.
You know,
I don't know
we didn't when it was on. We didn't get Married with Children in Canada. When
Yeah, he doesn't get it now.
We didn't have
no.
but we didn't even have a Fox at the time. Fox came later in Canada.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what?
Yeah, I told you, he's just
I'm
lost.
confused.
Anyway,
it's
Al
your
Bundy and
natural
Ted
state of
Bundy are
being.
two
Embrace it.
So-
Embrace it and love it.
So Ted Bundy, before he's executed and people are outside the penitentiary, protesting, let's, fry, die. He's talking remorsefully to the interviewer who he requested, I want this guy. Never saw this guy again. And he said, one thing all serial rapists have in common is a severe addiction to
Captain
hardcore
Chris.
pornography. So
Oh,
this is 1989. He says he got hooked on it, the violent porn, and it ruined his life. This is him in 1989 in the pre-internet era.
Wait, violent porn or hardcore pornography? There's a
Hardcore
difference.
pornography is what he said.
Yeah.
Not even violent,
Okay,
just
okay.
hardcore pornography.
I'm not even joking. Whatever was available to him at that time,
Yeah, even
Poseidon Watch is way worse now.
Yeah, no,
for real.
that's-
what
I
was
don't
available
watch.
then as hardcore.
That's what I'm.
Poseidon watches stuff now that's considered normal. That is more hardcore than what they had back then.
That's what I'm bringing. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Yeah.
He.
No, I don't know why you went. This is the fact. This is
If
what they
he would
considered
have been
hardcore.
born
What they
later,
considered hardcore was like dicks and asses.
this was
That's
only,
not hardcore.
But that's what we're saying, rapist.
I'll go fuck. I knew you were going for that, you piece of shit.
So it's very interesting. I guess maybe because over time people have become desensitized. I know there's porn freaks out there that don't go killing people, but that was what. Anyway, that was morbid. Fuck him. He's dead. That's awful. Grand Prix. Wow, hotels were full finally.
But
This
hold
weekend?
on. Let's a violent porn. I can understand why it's alarming. You may be a racist, but hardcore.
Maybe a racist.
Sorry, a
You said
rapist. I
racist?
said.
You said racist.
I said racist.
Yeah.
Oh, a rapist. Sorry,
That was amazing. Look, violent porn. I get it. You might be a rapist.
a rapist. I understand because it involves like fucking violence. But hardcore, like because like what if in the hardcore porno like she enjoys it? She's enjoying it and she's coming and she's
Well, they're
squirting,
acting.
and but she's just getting.
This is also another.
I understand that. Oh, it's not really acting. Like some of them they don't all come
My
for real.
point
But
is, it's
anyways,
sensual. It's staged. All that shit.
yes, but what they're showing is that the woman is enjoying it as well, the hardcore porn.
Anyway,
correct. Hold on. Let me finish my train of thought here. So what they're showing is like at no moment at what they're portraying do they show that the woman was forced or she's not enjoying it
I
or
don't
that
know what
she's
he
hurt.
was
Anyways,
watching.
Because unless the good porno, it'll show that.
He said
Yeah.
he said he was talking to other serial rapists and shit in there, and they said they all had that in common. That's all. That's all I want to say.
yeah.
Basically, what Guido's trying to say, but it went over your head, is that the more you push the line, right, the more it's going to take for you to feel the sensation you felt before. In this case, euphoria incoming. So you just keep chasing the line, but all you're doing is actually pushing it further, and it's just like any other addiction. And
I see what you mean. Okay, I get it.
You get to a point of no return.
It's like the guest I had on the what's his name?
The guy who tried to fuck his mom.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That is juice. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Where he even said it on my podcast. He goes now he called it chasing the dragon. He has to get
great.
he has to get pegged to come sometimes.
And Ted was very articulate. He was practically a lawyer.
Bird?
Ted Bird is very articulate.
He's also very articulate. Yes.
So that was really fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
So,
But speaking of criminals, I bought a book also on our way to Atlanta, and it was a book about the dumbest criminals. Now I thought shit like this only existed in the movies.
that's a great bathroom reader.
No, actually, just to read it, like to pick up because it's stories, right? So just to pick up, read a story, and put it down, right? And okay, that's what. Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies,
It's
Mike.
not an intellectuals episode if we don't speak of your bowel movements.
Tell him.
Yeah, bowels have been good lately.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? Would you believe me if I told you there were some?
I already don't believe it.
There were some criminals
The
that
story's
tried,
already bullshit.
that tried to phone in a bank robbery.
That's genius.
So.
I like that. Yeah.
Bruh, they called
Just send me the
and
money.
they said, "Look, in about an hour, we're gonna be there to
Prepare
rob the bank.
everything.
Prepare 100 grand in a bag."
There's something amazing about
Bro,
that.
who votes
I-
it? Bro, there's been people who tried to go through the
Did
drive-through.
they show up at the cops?
They
were
go,
there?
you know, there's banks with drive-throughs now, right?
Yeah.
They go through the drive-through like, "Give me money."
That's what I only see there. Yeah. In the States.
Yeah. But speaking of that only the drive-through bank only exists in the United States. No, we have one here too.
We do?
Yeah, Dorval TD.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not a common thing amongst Canada. It is a common thing in the US of A, though.
And any major city now has drive-through banks.
Yeah.
The little differences. I like that girl that tried to escape in the ceiling of the convenience store and crashed through the ceiling. I love that. I love dumb criminals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what's fucked up is I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, the one where the cops stopped them and then they tried to escape from the back
she
and there was
with
no
the
exit.
boyfriend. There was no.
Yeah. She
climbs
comes down. Yeah, I remember that. That
and
was funny as well. That was funny as well.
crashes right through
I remember
that
that.
ceiling.
Yeah,
That was great.
But the best is phoning in a bank robbery. That's literally.
Or I like when people call 911 because their Big Mac had cheese. in
Like
it.
I wouldn't even throw this guy in jail. I'd be like, I'd train him to get a proper job because he's a dummy, bro. He's like a next level. I'd feel bad. I'd be like, bro, are you this fucking?
I like when the guy robs the bank and then is seen on Facebook with all this bank money.
Oh yeah,
showing
but you see that all the time. Or guys that sell drugs and then they hold guys. I made this with this, and they're holding and they're showing their face in the video, and it's on Snapchat. But because it's on Snapchat, it's only 24 hours. It doesn't stay. But damn.
It's unbelievable how dumb people are.
Yeah.
But what?
But we don't really have that many dumb criminals in Canada. In the U.S., they have
There's
they have a
some
lot of dumb
differences.
criminals.
Let the record show that the girl
let the
falling
record
through the
show that we
ceiling.
have.
The girl falling through the ceiling was in Edmonton.
Okay. I
So
thought it was a
there-
difference between
No,
the Canada and the USA.
There is some differences. You know,
I keep trying to go to it.
physically, Canada and USA look a lot alike. USA looks like Laval. A lot of Laval. A lot of malls with parking lots. A lot of malls and
Yeah,
parking lots.
you're right about that. I got down.
Syndrome.
Syndrome, yeah.
That too. I wasn't even born with it. I developed it somehow.
So, yeah, there things a little different in the States.
Yeah,
fried
it's a little
chicken's
different.
a lot better in the States.
Fried chicken is way better.
not a lot
in
of
the
fried
States.
chicken here.
Way
Poseidon
better.
loves fried chicken.
I love
I love
fried
it too.
chicken.
I love it too.
Oh my god.
What's the main differences though?
The main difference is we have a list. This
Oh wow, what a coinky dink. Today's top 5.5 differences between the good old US of A and Canada.
yeah.
All right. You know,
I tried to keep it
PG.
not political.
Oh, good, smart. Number 5, a gallon of milk versus milk bag.
now
Okay.
some people might not even know this, but
Yeah.
we in Canada we buy. It looks like Saran wrap, a bag of milk. It's
Well,
a
look, I
bag
haven't seen a bag of milk since I was a child, but I don't know if it still exists.
They still
Oh, it
exist.
still exists at the supermarket. If you go in the
Yeah.
milk section, they're always there.
It's-
They're always at the
The
bottom.
milk I get is those carton ones.
Yeah, I get. You know which ones I get? I get the plastic ones now
Yeah.
with the.
that look like the American ones, but they're thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you
in
go.
the States, you have the big jug.
The big
plastic
jug of
gallon.
milk, which is a gallon of milk.
Who doesn't love a nice pair of jugs?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great. And little different. I mean, we could go into so
Yeah.
many directions here.
But I don't understand. What I don't understand was how did the milk bags start?
Some genius decided
But- Is that genius?
cut the cost of the paper. Let's sell it just the product and make plastic, and you buy this little jug that you put your bag in.
amazing.
I don't know who it is. It's probably a guy named Seal Test or something. But it's fucking it's so stupid.
But how do you even get the milk in the bag and seal it?
What?
It's insane. It's wild. Think
Did you
about
never drink mini sips as a kid?
it. Mini sips. What's a mini sip?
It's a bag of
Juice.
drink. That's blue.
Oh no!
And you
We had yeah,
like a Capri
yeah,
Sun.
yeah. We had Capri Suns. Yeah.
Yeah, how did they get
No,
the
I know
juice
how
in
they
there?
actually get the liquid. I'm just fucking around, bro. Like,
Yeah.
not
Oh, you
fucking
are? I don't know.
around, yeah.
I was.
I was playing stupid.
I was little. Really?
Anyways,
bro,
yes.
Played
playing.
very well.
Yeah. I brought my whole life. I just
No,
been playing,
but
bro.
I don't know. It always bothered me of having to, because then you had to cut. You have to. If you wanted milk, you have to look for a scissor. It always pissed me off. As
Oh,
opposed to-
and never pours out properly. It's
yeah,
just-
there you go. And
just
it
to
always
save
bothered me. So
Save a couple of bucks.
yeah, I prefer the gallon.
So yeah, we could go in many directions with this, but we'll leave it at that. Okay, gallon of milk versus the milk. I've only seen it in Canada. I've been around the world. I've only seen a fucking bag of milk in Canada.
Yeah, it's true. Nowhere else do they.
We could do the whole.
What about the bag of dicks? Where's that from?
That's
Oh.
from Louis C.K.
Good call.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
It is from him. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He said suck a bag of dicks
Yep.
first.
Yep.
Oh, and they made a business out of it. Did you know you could buy and ship a bag of dicks to someone?
I
Yep.
hope he makes money from it.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, that's amazing. It started from him. I hope he's the one that did it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Ah, shit.
I think he was jacking off.
You can send a chocolate dick.
Yeah, they've had chocolate
Yeah.
dicks for a long time, since the beginning of time.
No, but like you can send it to someone and like it writes eat a dick, like someone you don't like or someone that pissed you
Eat
off.
a dick.
or somebody you
Eat a
love.
dick.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Quattro.
Now this one is funny.
And we're not going to do the whole conversion thing for the rest of the list, but we
Yeah,
have to throw
but this
in.
one is because I experienced it this weekend.
Miles versus kilometers.
Okay.
Kilometers.
So usually when an American drives his car, he's just the limit is 60 miles an hour. He just goes 60 miles an hour
55.
or 55. He doesn't have to think about it, right? But if I see 55 miles an hour, I have to do the math in my head. So while I'm driving, I'm
Why
always
would
like,
you have to do the math in the head?
because
The car-
because it bothers. I have to know exactly the speed I'm going, but
Yeah.
in kilometers.
It's so
But the car
stupid.
tells you.
I've lived
No, it
there.
doesn't.
Yeah,
It
does.
tells you in
depends.
miles.
It depends. In the Nissan I have, there's miles
Yeah.
and kilometers.
Oh, but the car we had didn't.
But it told you what the miles were, right?
Yes.
So then you can't ever be over the speed. You know what you're doing. You're just
No,
going
I
right
know, but I have to know.
It's an OCD
It's an
thing.
OCD thing. I have to know the kilometers. While I'm driving, I'm doing that. Like 60 miles, I know it's 100 kilometers, right away. But like when it's like 40, it's like, hold on, is that 40? Is what is that? 70 kilometers? Or is that 65? What is that? Is that
That's
how fast?
so-
I have to. I don't know why, but I have to know the exact speed I'm going in kilometers.
That-
I don't know if it's a me thing or if that's people who are used to driving in Canada or in kilometers.
I
do.
think it's not just you. I spent a good part of a decade in USA,
Yeah.
and to this day, I still can't convert 58 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. Is that ridiculous? I've heard Joe Rogan talk about this. This is an articulate, smart guy.
And you know what's
and
weird?
He can't even figure out what the hell
I-
Celsius
and-
is.
Yeah, and you know, well, Celsius is the correct way of measuring temperature. Fahrenheit is the.
I don't know if it's the correct way.
Anyways.
It's the way we do it. But what's even
The
more
whole
fucked
world
up-
uses it's the.
imperial.
No, that's temperature. That's different. But the whole world uses Celsius, my friend.
Holy
And I'll tell you why it's weird.
The World Health Organization just did the most racist thing and everyone's calling them out.
What did
What?
they do?
They want to change the name of monkeypox,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
right? Because they said it's racist.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Against
the
monkeys?
Yeah, but that's the thing. People are like, what are you talking about? Against monkeys?
Changing it is
And then, apparently someone said, no, we're trying not to offend black people. And then black people are like, are you seeing we look like like, what the fuck
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
saying?
yeah, I saw
That's
that.
got nothing to do with black guys.
that's the reverse Roseanne Barr shit.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with black guys.
Remember when Roseanne
Yeah,
got
yeah.
fired because she said
What
the
are you
girl
fucking
looked like
crazy,
yeah,
bro?
okay.
This is cartoon racism.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
literally mentally retarded.
Mentioning it is
Congratulations, you played yourself.
The whole time I've been making jokes about monkeypox is about people fucking monkeys. Never once did it occur, and I normally find the racist angle. Never once did it occur to be like, yeah, it's a black person. It's just so crazy, bro. They're cringe-worthy racist.
Yeah.
God.
World Health
You know,
Organization.
what's his name? DJ Khaled goes, congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
what they
them.
just did.
That's what they just did.
Yeah.
That's
They played themselves, suffering from success.
so.
Damn.
Did you know? But we're mixed up specifically here because we have the American influence.
Yeah.
If I go to Australia and all that shit, and or in Italy, and people are weighing themselves, they'll tell me I lost a kilo, I weigh this many kilos. Do you know how many kilos you are, or do you know how many pounds you are?
I know pounds.
Me too. That is not.
I'm like 115 pounds.
That is not metric.
Kilos. Sorry.
Okay, that's kilos. Yeah, you're not 115 pounds.
I don't know what kind of kilos I am. I only go pounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, I only go pounds too.
Also in height, I'm 5'7". I'm not.
In the UK,
1
they
meter.
use stone.
Yeah, well,
I'm 8 stone. 8 stones.
The old times do.
Yeah,
Not now.
No, they do. They still online. If you read,
it's available, but it's not. It's
the British. They still.
They were supposed to change, and only the old timers say stone. But also, in temperature, you preheat an oven to 350.
Fahrenheit, yes.
In Australia, they preheat an oven to 110. And it's like, what? What the
Celsius.
So even the recipes that we get are American recipes. So it's very weird here.
But what's weird between
I don't know
we
what
should
the
have
hell a
put
kilo is.
Celsius and Fahrenheit. What's weird about that is 32 degrees is the
Zero.
Is zero, so it's the freezing point of water.
Yeah, it's
but then hold on, but then minus 20 degrees Celsius is also minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, you're making
So once you
my
go
eyes
into
go across.
Yeah, so once you go into the minus, I read this up a while ago. I was like, oh, because there must be some math equation that you could just do it in your head, and But then I saw like minus 20 degrees Celsius is minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not like it's
Is
not.
it?
Yeah,
So strange.
Yeah, it's not like I don't know, 10 degrees
Like,
Fahrenheit.
all right, let's start the same place, but just run differently.
We changed it in the 60s. USA was supposed to join metric, and then they backed out at the last second.
Well, that's not metric, by the way. Celsius, it's temperature. It has nothing to do with metric. The metric system is kilometers.
Oh, no.
Is that? I don't know.
Is it really metric?
I don't know.
I don't think it's metric.
Metric is weight.
No.
or-
Metric is just the when you do millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers.
Okay.
That's metric.
Okay, I believe you. I don't know. I'm not. That's.
I think because it doesn't make sense that Celsius would be metric. Celsius is a.
In Britain, they go by miles.
Am I correct?
The metric system is a system of measurement that uses the meter, liter, and gram and base units of length. So no, it is part of the metric system. It's
Celsius, but you didn't say
How
Celsius.
you measure stuff.
But what about?
Yeah, but you didn't say
temperature?
Celsius.
Volume, weight, mass. Hold on. What is the metric system? Hecto, deca,
But,
bigger unit. I think this might divide it for us. We're actually going to know why it starts.
Yeah, because kilograms, liter, all that. I know that's metric.
That's weight and okay, but what
like
about
at the pump, $3 a gallon. I have no idea what the fuck you just told me.
But I still don't know. But I just go. I pump. I put money in and whatever.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't even know the equation.
A gallon is
I could be
maybe-
getting fucked over
it's
right
a
now. I
little
don't even
less
know.
than 4 liters.
Oh, we refer to it as the metric system, but that's not.
Yeah,
that was
Celsius
right.
is not.
Yeah.
because the Celsius is temperature.
Correct.
But yeah, like
Correct.
you said, mass and all that stuff.
Correct.
But it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm trying to argue.
No, no one's bro. What's wrong with you? Keep doing this every podcast.
Debating.
No one's arguing. No one's even debating. We're questioning something, so we want to look into. You gotta calm down, bro.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's
You
what
gotta
debating
calm
is.
down.
It's okay.
But no one's
It's
debating.
okay. It's okay.
No one's debating
We're
anything.
all
We're
trying
trying
to
to
figure
figure
out
out.
We're having
together.
a conversation.
You're like,
Relax.
hey, how much is that? I think it might be $4. Let me go check. All right, bro. What's the debate about? Like, calm down, bro.
But
calm
I am
down.
calm.
You're
I
not.
wasn't aggressive. I didn't
are.
say it aggressively. I
Okay,
didn't.
quickly. Chick-fil-A, Popeye. Which
Yeah.
one? Which one's better?
Oh yeah, it is the fucking metric system. Temperature conversions.
You see?
God damn, yeah, metric system. So metric system apparently it's for everything that we do differently, but it's not just us. Even Europeans do the same thing as us. We have that metric system,
Yeah.
and it's just the Americans that refuse.
Right.
Yeah, they use the imperial system still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it falls into that. Yeah, it falls into the metric system.
Okay.
It's for measuring, like anything.
Okay. So what was I saying?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes.
Soon, isn't this all going to be arbitrary anyway? because
Chick-fil-A.
Everything converts automatically.
Yeah, you Google stuff.
Not even Google. Like this is a car. It's one button.
Oh
So
yeah.
it doesn't
well-
really matter anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's almost like the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
Like people just have
Yeah.
a phone now and check, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my phone converted everything automatically. The temperature.
Yeah.
When I went down to because it knew I was in the States, it converted my Celsius to Fahrenheit. It converted everything.
Yeah, I'm looking at
When I
degrees
did Google
Celsius, how
Maps.
it works. So it says here, you have to do degrees Celsius times 1.8 plus 32. Bro, it's so complicated, so stupid.
Yep,
Just
not-
stick to one thing.
No, you
Yeah.
don't need that anymore.
But check the minus shit. Is the minus shit real? What? Because
Yeah, they
when I
meet at
I have
30.
no idea.
when
how
I
to
tried
check.
to
At
Google
one point they meet. At one point they meet.
like Google
Freezing
minus
point of
20 degrees in
water-
Celsius.
Freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius, and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you see, Celsius seems to be smarter because it seems to be tight. 0 is
Yeah,
freezing,
yeah, yeah.
100 is boiling. It makes sense, right?
It's logic. Yeah.
But look at because freezing point of water is 0 in Celsius, but 32 degrees in Fahrenheit. But check out the minus stuff.
We
I'm
should bring in a
curious.
You want me to say
mathematician.
freezing point of water in Fahrenheit?
No, but like do minus 20 degrees Celsius to minus to Fahrenheit.
Minus 20 Celsius.
To Fahrenheit.
Other notable differences: our mailboxes in Canada are red and they're blue. In
Fahrenheit,
the
minus
States.
20 Celsius is minus 4 Fahrenheit.
Okay, so
Oh,
now
that's
that
weird.
he did that, yeah.
Yeah.
So he did all that now.
Oh, because you punched it in.
What do you mean? I'm looking at it right now. Temperature. Celsius,
Where?
minus
Hold on,
20.
I had Googled something and they explained that no, minus 20 Celsius and minus 20 Fahrenheit is the same thing.
No, it's
No,
30
minus 20 Fahrenheit
32.
would be
I think 32
minus
and
28 Celsius.
Oh, bro, this is
Just
confusing
type
as
in where do
fuck.
Fahrenheit and Celsius meet?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, this-
Where? This is fucking exciting.
They meet in the desert.
Yeah. This is fucking
Fahrenheit
confusing.
and Celsius
Okay, so
meet.
in the meantime, while
Minus 40.
Okay, that's what I read. It was minus 40, not minus 20.
Yeah.
Right.
Divided by 2.
The two scales have different 0 points,
Alright,
and
the
the
times
Celsius degree is bigger than the Fahrenheit. However, there's 1 point on the Fahrenheit and Celsius scales where the temperatures in degrees are equal. It's the only point. Minus 40. That's so cool.
That's
so
interesting.
minus 40.
But it's so confusing.
It's confusing me now.
You know why?
I have no idea how that works.
Because when it's minus 40, it just happens that they meet there, right? But the way they go up a degree in Fahrenheit and Celsius, it's different amounts.
It's
I
like
get it.
Okay, but
Almost
why?
like a mile.
It doesn't make
Let's
sense.
say 1 degree of cold, the way it's measured, this is arbitrary. In Fahrenheit would be plus 2,
Yeah.
but if a degree in cold in
Yeah.
Celsius would be plus 3. I'm just giving an
Oh,
example.
kind of like basketball.
Exactly.
Oh,
The basket, it's still a basket, right? But if it's
2
behind
point.
the line,
behind the line, it's
exactly.
3. If it's a foul, it's 1.
your parents know
Fahrenheit-
imperial.
Yeah, so let's say Fahrenheit is behind the 3-point line and free throw shots are Celsius.
Yeah, it makes
Example.
sense.
So yes, it's all
Okay.
baskets, but they measure differently.
Okay.
They're worth
It just clicked in
But
my
your
head.
parents will
measurement.
remember imperial. So is my parents. My mother will still say, "Go get a gallon."
That's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. This is all weird as
yeah,
fuck. I
so,
love
It's
it.
all weird, but it annoys me.
Whoa, 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 don't debate that. Calm down, bro.
Let's get off of the math and conversion.
yes,
I
yes.
have a headache.
That's cool
yeah,
though. I'm excited.
But going back to Chick-fil-A or Popeyes, which one did you prefer?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A as well. You know why? Less greasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less greasy. Popeyes was too greasy. It
you
was
have
good.
The popcorn shrimp, or you had that crispy
I did.
sandwich.
I had the
I
popcorn
had
shrimp.
popcorn chicken and whatever else you got.
It's okay. But the thing about Popeyes is
Chick-fil-A, I had the burger.
instant. It just seems fresher. It seems
Chick-fil-A, you mean?
yeah.
They're all garbage. It's all
all
garbage.
It's all garbage. Well, also, another thing that I noticed about the Chick-fil-A is that, like, the batter, like, I feel like it was a bit thinner, so you had more chicken. Like, it wasn't just...
It wasn't just all crunchy.
It wasn't just
crust.
all
Yeah.
crunchy grease, you know, whereas opposed to the Popeyes, like, you could tell they
I'm
plunged
sure there was
that
a
bitch.
price
My face
difference
got
too.
greasy. Everything got greasy
Yeah,
after
yeah,
eating
yeah.
that.
I'm sure Chick-fil-A is more expensive.
Oh, we got it for free, bro. We're VVIP.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm sure Chick-fil-A is more expensive.
Do you remember the tweet I sent you about the rainbow coming out of Chick-fil-A?
No.
Oh, bro, I seen.
Isn't Chick-fil-A have a
'cause-
anti-gay stance?
They didn't have an anti-gay stance.
Well,
they
because-
were Christians.
Chick-fil-A, they're very Christian. It's a privately owned company.
They're
right?
closed on Sundays.
Yeah,
Like,
they're closed on Sundays.
wow.
Good
yeah,
at
yeah.
business.
So,
Well, In-N-Out Burger has that. In-N-Out Burger has gospel. Has
We don't like In-N-Out burgers.
has,
They're out.
has Bible.
Get back in that
Oh,
closet,
really?
burger.
verses on their drink cups.
Yeah, no, In-N-Out is delicious, bro.
They have Bible verses.
it's like the.
I don't mind. I don't care. It's like when I go to eat let's say if I get a halal place, I get a pizza or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not there complaining.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
true.
you guys.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
crazy. Whoever does that is insane.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
had
yeah.
kosher chicken and it's just fine.
But it's only acceptable to do it right now to Christians.
You're right.
If you do that, same thing to Muslims.
you're
if
right,
you do it
you're
to
right.
Jews or whatever,
100%, yeah.
which shows that it's all fake. That's what I'm saying. All this virtues. That's why I don't take any of it seriously. You're all a bunch of retards. Do you? If you don't want to support something, don't support it.
Yeah.
Don't. Do you? Do you, boo? Do you?
Yeah, like the once
People
great
have
preach
a
said.
need.
The once great.
No,
he's
no, still great preach. Yeah.
People have the need.
The once great preacher said he before he died.
But I had seen a tweet. that made me die
People
of
need
laughter.
to tell people what team they're on all the time.
Yeah,
That's
but
all
I
it
had
is.
seen a tweet.
I'm on Team
Oh my
Logic,
fucking
which
God,
means I'm
bro.
against most of you. Yeah. Tell us about the tweet you saw.
It doesn't matter now. I don't want to say it anymore.
Oh,
Number
okay.
3.
Yeah. Because he started his sentence in the middle of yours.
No.
and it made him upset.
Hold on. I started my sentence,
we
and I
were
kept
still-
getting cut off.
How could you have started your sentence?
Because you guys stopped talking.
Because we were still in the same conversation, and then you were trying to derail it.
but you guys
We were
had
still
stopped.
talking about. You see, even now he does the same thing.
Yeah, but because I'm answering. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Number 3.
Number 3, marijuana laws.
Are wonderful.
Yeah, so that's a major difference between Canada and the US of A.
Because on a country level, federally, the entire country is legalized weed, whereas it's state divided in the states.
Yeah, well, Canada, you're not allowed to sell it. Only the government can sell it to you. Is that true?
No, I'm just laughing at because it's like you didn't hear at all what Guido said. You're just like, all right, keep quiet. Let me go on this point because it didn't have anything to do with what he would say. It was
Let me wait for him to finish talking, and now it's my
It
turn.
was the best dismissal of that was amazing.
Thank you.
But what was I saying?
God damn, if you don't know.
Yeah, so yeah, in Canada, only the government can sell, I think, weed as well.
Where you can have a permit to sell in the States, like having a liquor store.
Yeah, you can have a permit to sell only medical marijuana, though. Only medical or CBD products.
And you have Dr. Nick upstairs giving you a bullshit prescription.
Yeah, there you go.
And
there you go. That's it.
I need it for my medicine.
The best is medical, though, because when they give it to you, all the employees are dancing.
No, it's wow, the evolution of weed. I mean, I was a big smoker in the 90s, and it was all M39 and shit like that. The fact that
What's M39?
It was just the type of weed. The way it's evolved, and cannabidol and CBD and indica and sativa and marijuana has no face. You go to the weed store.
Which one do you prefer? See, like THC, more THC, or the CBD?
No, it's not. It's a lot of THC because I've built a tolerance.
Okay.
Sativa tends to be the type where you smoke it and you can work, and it makes you think a lot. And but that doesn't seem to work well for anxiety. Whereas other people might say, no, indica knocks you out. You get paranoid. You get for somebody who has anxiety, it actually calms you down. So I tend to lean on the indica lately, a hybrid, a bit of a hybrid.
I don't know anything.
But
about
I'm not a big out, like I tend to do my smoking at home. I don't go out and smoke. I don't need to smoke with a bunch of people. I don't know. And I don't.
Yeah, I feel like that was a thing in the past. Though.
And I don't. A lot of people.
Well, that's because not everyone had weed available then, so it was a social thing. You'd meet up with friends. Someone had weed, and
A lot of people also have this insane, like, it's just burnt in their head that when they light up a joint, they have to finish it. You know how many times I'm smoking with someone and they just hand it back to me and keep handing it back? Like, let's finish. Why do we have to finish it? Are you 15? Is your mother going to catch you? They take 2 hits, leave it. And then you don't have to put out a joint. Don't smash. Just
it goes
leave
out by
there.
itself.
It goes out by itself.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. Like when people do that. I want to get a one-hitter.
Aren't they putting it out just so that there's no forest fires?
That reminds me of. I may have told this story once. I left Joe's Pizza in Santa Monica, and I was driving on the 10 freeway, and I flicked a joint out the window, which is, you don't want to do that with a cigarette in Santa Monica because you start, fires. There's a $5,000 fine.
If you flick a cigarette out the window?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
bro, you're going to
Haven't you noticed half
die.
of California burnt down?
Yeah. Remember when we went on Rogan? That's what happened. Everything was burning down.
So I flicked a joint out the sunroof, okay? And it hit the windshield of the police car behind me.
No. Of a joint, you said?
Of a joint.
No, what happened?
They beat the shit out of him.
Because...
Oh, no, he's not black.
Because the cops were young.
Not anymore.
This was sheer luck.
They beat it
He's
right out of him.
transracial.
This was
He
sheer...
underwent police surgery.
This was sheer luck. Because the officers were younger, they didn't know...
You got any more weed, bro?
No, because they're used to smoking weed out of a bong or a pipe.
Also, they didn't know.
They didn't roll.
Oh.
They didn't roll. So they just thought it was a cigarette.
Did they pull you over? Nothing?
Yeah. They said your cigarette hit our windshield.
And then you agreed. You're like, yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
100% that
Did
cigarette.
you apologize?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they let me go.
A cigarette and hit
But it
your
was a
window,
joint. Anyway.
Fuck, yeah, you got lucky. You would have still been in prison in the States.
Prison.
That's crazy that they throw people in prison in the States for a fucking roach.
Yeah, but
not
California
anymore.
was the first one to do all that. Everyone smokes over there. They're all Anyway. But so the marijuana laws, they got everything now. They have edibles, Starburst or what? Sour Patch Kids. They sell hash.
Yeah.
You know who smokes a lot of hash? People in their 60s. People in their people that would have been teenagers in the 70s.
I never liked hash.
Smoked
It's that
hash.
gluey thing, no?
Yeah.
Ugh, no.
I always thought hash was like a very dangerous, bad thing. I never
No,
understood.
hash is just smashed up weed. It with oil, Afghan or Moroccan. It has a different smell, more of a body buzz.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's all
Well, I prefer CBD for that reason. Is it relaxes me?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas opposed to I don't like the psychological high.
Just by saying what you just said, you know way more about weed than I do. I have no idea what any of them does.
Well, THC is it gets you high in the brain.
Okay.
They all have THC. It ranges
well, they
from
all
19
do, but
to
yeah.
28%.
Yeah, but CBD, it's your body. Your body relaxes. You're more chill, more
It's very
mellow.
good, but they also
You need a lot of CBD, bro.
They take
Me?
the CBD
I have at home.
takes the
Start taking it more often, bro.
the high stuff, the stuff that makes you high. They take it out of the CBD and they just leave you the stuff that makes you calm.
Yeah,
That's why, like, if your mother has arthritis or something, you can
Yeah,
give her
yeah,
CBD
yeah.
and she won't like get ripped.
Oh, but my father will never agree to this.
Your father doesn't agree to a lot of
To
things.
sell drugs?
No, my father, because his knees are starting. You know, he's almost 70,
Oh, CBD
67.
would do him good.
Yeah, would
His knees are starting to. You know, he has a hard time going up the stairs, and I'm seeing this and I feel terrible. I'm like, fuck, I want to help him, you know, but there's nothing I keep trying to tell him, why don't you go to the doctor? Why don't you do something? He's like, no, I will self-medicate.
give him CBD, but
give
tell
him
him
CBD,
it's not
self-medicate, yeah.
weed.
Anything marijuana
No.
related
Yeah.
You
is
want-
the devil.
Yeah,
Like
so
I
let's
could
just
give
say
him,
something
I could give him a shirt that's made out of hemp,
Yeah.
But they
and he'll
they
burn
taste-
it.
I'm going to say something.
They taste like weed. though, those oils.
That's why you need to sit him down one day and explain to him that he has no idea what he's talking about. Isn't he against big government and New World Order? They're the ones that shut down hemp and everything so they can make money.
Yes, but he's
Even
also
though
very
they
religious.
knew it was like exactly, it's a plant. That's what we're supposed to take.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
so
in
it's
in the Bible it says that like you're not supposed to get high. And to him,
No,
it's
it
getting
doesn't.
high.
No, it doesn't. The Bible gives you wine. You get super trashed. What do you? The Bible doesn't say you shouldn't get high. Where the fuck does it say in the Bible? It doesn't say that.
I don't know.
there's
Anyways,
a
all these,
mentality- I know people like
Jesus.
that.
But
Smoke weed.
religious people. That's why the
Because not religious people. People that can't read that call themselves religious might say that.
They associate.
Yeah,
The
they have no
ignorance.
idea what
They
they're talking about.
associate-
They're mixing up news, all the
Gateway
time
drug.
with-
Yeah.
yeah, they have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, weed was for the
But
bad.
my father is very anti-weed. Like even when he had
Okay.
come back when I was adult, it was I hope you didn't smoke that shit when you were a teenager.
People that say smoking up,
Smoking out, Dad.
are usually against it.
And
you
it's scary,
smoking
scary.
up.
Be like this. I smoke it out. It helps every time I suck a trans cock. Oh!
He's gonna freak out.
That's
Do you
fine.
remember that time we pretended my brother got gang raped
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's fine.
and they believed it?
That's fine.
Well, we did gang rape and we went a little too far.
Wait, what?
We went a little too far with that joke.
weren't supposed to say that part.
Yeah, I remember, dude. How crazy was that?
Do you know this story, Guido? Have you heard about this before?
no, please.
Do I tell him or do you tell him?
You tell him because I don't remember.
So what happened was I don't remember what it was. I think my father was pissing me off, and Pantelis jokingly told me, "Bro, he was looking for my brother, and he kept busting my balls." I'm like, "Bro, why is he asking me where my brother? I don't know where he is. I'm busy. I'm doing shit,
Younger
right?"
middle brother.
The middle one.
Okay.
And I think it was what was he, 18, 19 at the time, and he was pissing me off. And jokingly, Pantelis goes, "Bro, tell him your brother got gang raped and he's at home recovering. That's why he doesn't want to answer whatever." He said it jokingly, and me to get my father off my case.
He's like, that's a great idea.
I'm like, that's a great idea, bro. So I sent to him. I'm like, nah, he doesn't want to talk. He got gang raped
You
by five
texted him?
guys, by 5 gay dudes. I texted him this. So then it caused a whole fuss with my family and
He
the.
started freaking out. He was like, I'm coming there. He was trying to
Yeah,
find him.
yeah, yeah.
And then
He
the best
sped,
is when they
yeah.
found the brother, the brother's like, what do you guys want? And, are you okay? How's your ass? Whatever. He's like, how's your ass? And he's like, you don't have to hide it from me. And the brother's like, leave me alone. So because the brother was saying, leave me alone, he thought like, he doesn't want to tell me he was gang raped, but I'll get those guys. They all
Yeah,
buy
he
his
wanted
thing.
to
How long
commit
did this
hate
go
crimes.
on for?
Huh?
How long did you?
A couple of hours.
A couple of hours, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and then he called my mother, and then my mother was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" She started freaking out, and then when I explained to her it was a joke, she called me a sick bastard. She was like, "How could you joke about that?"
Well, we weren't trying to. It was literally.
It was literally just
When you told him it was bullshit, was he present or was he like on the phone so you didn't see his reaction?
Sorry.
When you told them
I was present. They got even more angry at me.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they called me a sick bastard. You sick I love how my father called me a sick bastard.
Plastic.
It's very funny.
Inflatable
actually, if
furniture.
you think about it.
Wow.
My own father called me a bastard. That's so funny.
So
actually
make
hilarious.
That's actually
put
really
CBD
funny.
in his coffee. Just put 2 drops in his coffee.
Bro, put fucking acid. No, not acid.
No.
But
That's you don't fuck around.
make
with
him
that.
tea. Give him shrooms.
No. I would never do anything like that.
Don't do that.
I would
Molly.
want to convince him.
Molly, make him the nicest guy for 4 hours.
Oh my god! I would like to convince him on the CBD because it is going to help his arthritis
It
like
sounds
crazy.
like he won't though, because
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's down.
Anyway, so yeah,
I don't know.
Weed is good.
Yeah.
And you know what else is different from USA and Canada?
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 2.
Dos. Real money versus monopoli mini.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, are you okay? Yes, real money versus monopoly money.
Uh-oh.
So
It's all fiat currency, but carry on.
yeah, it's all yes, we know, but
the greenback, the American greenback
Doesn't exist anymore.
But it's iconic.
it's iconic. Yeah, we like that. Like, here's the thing: on paper,
It's literally
see what I did
paper,
there?
yeah.
On paper, the Canadian money, which by the way, so we can address real money is USD and the monopoly money is CAD. In case you didn't understand, Canadian money on paper, it's actually better. It's in plastic. It doesn't rip. If you forget it in your jeans and you throw them in the wash, the money's not ruined.
like
You don't have to
Australian
fucking
money.
yeah. There you go. You don't have to fucking dry it. Just rail.
You could wash, you could actually wash a dollar bill.
Yeah, there you go. You know, so on paper, Canadian money is actually better, but I don't know
Worth
why.
a lot less.
It's worth a lot less, and you still prefer that American money. Like, I don't know why I can have $1,000 Canadian and $100 American money, but I still feel richer with $100 American in my hands, even
Yeah.
though it's worth more than 1,000. I don't know why.
Now-
I don't know why. It's a psychological thing.
What drives me crazy is in Europe where they're all different sizes. Where
I don't mind that.
It drives me nuts.
I don't mind
I
that.
like that.
Well, no, because you just put the big bills behind,
Yeah,
and then the smaller bills
And
in. So
it's happened to me in the States, like my first couple of times there, where I accidentally gave $100 bill instead of $1. First of all, USA still has singles.
yes.
Yeah, $1 bills.
You gotta love
Because
And-
they love their stripper industry in the United States.
we don't put dollar bills on strip. We don't even throw them loonies. We
Well, you know how to throw them the loonies anymore. I learned
Could
the
you
hard
imagine
way.
if-
they
you
get
know-
really upset?
It would be funny if, like, you throw a whole wad of ones on stage. It would be funny if
Knock a bitch out.
if you grab a coin purse and you fill it with loonies.
No. Put it in a sock, spin it, and then hit them with it.
with a sock.
Jesus Christ. Just fucking gets all
That just
That used to be a weapon.
that just
People used to put them in marbles and socks.
Yeah.
Tie it up and then beat the shit out of their opponent.
pool balls.
Pool ball's different, yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
you
when you
do
have
that-
stuff around the house, you don't have a pool table normally. They would just put marbles, kids. Fill it up and then go beat up their enemies.
reminded me of a really good old
Yeah, that's
movie in the 80s
Yeah.
called Bad Boys
Yeah.
with Robert Duvall and Sean Penn, where Sean Penn goes to jail and he takes a pillowcase, goes to the Coke can machine, gets a bunch of Cokes, puts them in a pillowcase and beats the shit out of a guy.
Oh, shit.
Just reminded me of that.
But that's kind of like, what if the cans pop?
I
That's
don't
fine.
think he's worried about making a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Make a mess with his face.
But yeah, our money is we got that idea from the Australians.
Oh,
And,
did we?
Yeah, it was them that did it first.
Australians.
And
Hello, Aussies.
yeah, just something about that currency is even though the pound, like the American money, because you want to open up a briefcase with all those Benjamins you see them in the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
A briefcase full of cash. It's just, it really is iconic money, and it looks like real money. I have to give that one to the States 100%.
Yeah. You know which currency bothers me? Asian.
Oh, God.
Asian currency pisses me the fuck off.
There's a hole in the coin.
No, the bills, like $1 Canadian is like 1,000 yen. Like, why you gonna complicate shit? Just put
Well,
1 yen.
Well,
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like $1 for them is 100 yen.
Yeah,
understand?
that's a conversion.
that is an
thing.
actual
No,
conversion.
no.
That's the thing.
It's not.
Yeah,
No,
yes,
no,
it
no.
is.
No.
How are you
Yeah.
not getting this?
Yeah, they don't.
No,
they don't
because-
just decide the denomination.
Yeah, yeah.
They go based on the global
Yeah.
value.
Like $1 Canadian and $1 American are not the same thing.
It means that there's
$1 American is $1.30 Canadian.
I understand
There's a lot more
I don't think you
Chinese
understand that. Yeah.
bills that are notes that are printed.
Yeah.
That's how it reaches.
It's not the conversion. It's not the conversion.
Okay.
I'll explain it to you
All
right now.
Explain it to me.
When you go buy something that is $10, I don't know, a sandwich, okay, at the grocery store. Here it's $10. Their $10 there is 1,000 yen, so it's gonna cost. It's gonna be 1,000. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
How,
Yeah.
but it's not the conversion.
Of course
Okay,
it is.
it is.
No.
Like before the euro, it was
Because they don't
1,000
have
lira.
1 yen. They don't have a 1 yen.
Yeah, because of how much their money's worth. Just like Greece. Greece before the euro, when you used to go get a cup of coffee, it was fucking 500 drachmas.
Yeah.
That's how it is because of the conversion.
Is it because of the conversion?
Yeah,
Because
because your
there's
money
more
used to be
printed.
worth. There was a time when 1 yen you could buy something with 1 yen. The problem was the conversion rate because the money wasn't worth as much. So you kept having to add more. That's what they say about wheelbarrow currency.
Okay.
When you need $14,000 dues to buy a loaf of bread.
That's why.
It's because your money's devalued.
Yeah. That's why.
So because their money got devalued, then they printed their money according to.
Greece was like this 15 years ago, bro.
10,000 lira
Okay,
was
okay.
$10.
You've never been to Greece?
That makes
Drachmas,
sense.
bro.
Yeah.
To buy a chocolate bar in Greece, it was like 250 drachmas or whatever, 100 drachmas, depending on
Yeah,
the
that's
year that you
insane
went.
to me. That's
They don't just say
But
this
they don't just
$1
say,
American
yeah, they
is.
can't just say
Okay.
it's one drachma. It doesn't make sense because one drachma is not worth the same as $1, so they can't do that.
Speaking of-
Everything is tied in.
Yeah,
The
you're
global
right. You're
econo-
right. Sorry, and I realized.
I'm not right or wrong. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I know. But fuck, I remember because in Cuba it's the same thing, and the way they worked around it is they had the CUC.
Cuba, you don't understand. You're not even looking at real Cuba. You're talking about tourist Cuba,
Yes.
where they've made special conversion,
Yes.
a special dollar,
Yeah.
in order for the Americans
out.
to go and the tourists to go down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah.
that. Actual Cuban money
Yeah.
and are not worth the same.
Yeah, I know. It's I think the conversion rate is like times 20. So one CAD is $20
Yeah.
Cuban. Yeah,
or else
yeah,
it wouldn't work. Your thing. It would fuck up.
CAD, your Canadian dollar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
like you're saying CBD.
Like a Canadian, that's what I'm saying. Canada right now, it's like, bro, I went to a store, I got cents for $1. I went to Canada, it was $1.30. That's so stupid. Make it $1. Well, no, because
Okay.
if it's worth that
what
much,
its
that's what it's
value
worth.
Okay, but I didn't think for a minute that it was a conversion for some weird reason. To me, it was just that's
That's
What
how
they
much it's
decide?
worth.
yeah. They
No,
just
no, you don't
decided.
decide
Yeah.
price. It's just what it's worth. So let's say a PlayStation, right? A PlayStation is selling for, let's say, $500, right?
Yeah.
So for us, it's $500.
Over there
but
it's
in order to
5,000.
make it might be 30,000 yen. That's what it's worth.
One Bitcoin. There you
Yeah.
go. Bitcoin, same.
Bitcoin's the best thing.
It went
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
one
that's the best
Bitcoin, right?
explanation for it. Yeah.
How much is a Bitcoin?
$20,000.
There you go. Why isn't it just $1,000?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
$1?
Last
okay,
year
I
it
get
was
it now.
40,000, right?
Everything dropped. The markets are tanked because Biden can't ride a bike.
Yeah, but I didn't know that it was.
No, that's all it
Yeah,
is.
it's all right.
just
It's
I
not
think
that
I think I didn't think about it because it was so. Like the difference is so drastic
yeah. That's how it was in Greece too. Just a few years ago.
that to me it wasn't like it's the conversion. To me
I
it
mean,
was just that's what they decided.
If Greece had the drachma, it would still be the same because the way your currency is valued is based on what is it, your GDP or like how the fuck do they value your currency? I forgot how many.
And how many are
how much
printed?
is in
How many
circulation?
are in circulation?
And how many countries want to use it? The reason why the
under 1 billion
American
people. Okay.
the reason why the American it's because of international. How the reason why the American dollar always stayed within a certain realm is because most countries, at the time, used it as their backup currency.
Yeah.
And there was also rules about Saudi oil. You were only allowed to buy oil using USD. So even if you have Canadian money,
genius.
you can't buy directly from Saudi
No,
Arabia. You have to convert
it first.
and give them American dollars. That's why the American dollar was so strong because everyone needed it.
Oh.
So that's how the values would come into play. So it's like, yeah, this is only worth 40,000, but even if you want, you have to spend 50,000 yen to get X amount of dollars to buy that. I won't sell you directly via yen.
The strongest
Interesting.
is
Very interesting.
Is the pound sterling. It's still number one, huh?
Yeah.
British money.
It's very interesting. And
You sell a merch T-shirt for £20 over there. That's like $40.
yeah, it's double. It's double now.
It's,
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, it's
Oh
So
fuck!
the
I
euro-
thought last I checked it was 1.55.
it's really.
The difference.
But I mean, I could tell you, you order an appetizer in Britain, it's the
Okay.
same price as
So-
what an appetizer is here, but in pounds.
€1 is $1.36.
All right.
Strong, about 5-6 cents right now, stronger than the American dollar. If you go to pound, £1 is 1.59, almost 160.
Oh, fuck, I was close. I said 1.55.
Yeah.
You know how fuck that is, bro?
Yeah, it's very strong right now, the pound.
Yeah, it's always
They made the right choice of
not going to the euro.
not going the euro
except
route.
their citizens are mostly stupid. They were actually, they almost voted themselves into oblivion. They almost said like, no, fuck up our currency. Thank God. I guess this behind the scenes, the Queen also stepped in and shit. That's why. Like, are you shut
She's
the fuck
a
up.
killer.
So you know what? Maybe they do need a monarch.
Well, the thing is because of wokeness, right? Everybody goes to woke politics. When they said we don't want to be in euro, we don't want the same stuff. They're like, that's racist. It's like, no, dickhead. You have to take care of your country. Look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right, number one.
God save the Queen.
This
And
one
number
is
yes, major difference.
Healthcare. Oh, this is drastically different.
Yeah.
One country has great healthcare. The other one has it for free.
yes.
Yeah. I don't know if we have great healthcare.
No, we don't.
but
No, we
it
have
for free.
terrible
We
healthcare.
have free healthcare.
It's free
though.
healthcare, but you know those horror stories of people dying in the emergency room?
That's us.
You're never gonna hear that in the United States of America. Yes, it's going to cost you, I don't know, $10,000.
There's 300 million people.
But I would
sure it
rather
happens.
like okay.
Yeah, it happens for sure.
Sorry?
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, not
that I'm
everybody
sure it
survives
happens.
when they go in the ER. Yeah.
Depends what it is, but people have died in the ER here because they
Just
waited
waiting.
too long.
Yeah.
And they had something that could have been fixed rather quickly.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I
They
got
were
my
understaffed and
There you go.
under budgeted.
like when I burnt my eye with a match, the tip of the match broke off. I waited, I think, 3 hours in the emergency room, and then I started yelling at them, telling them I'm going to lose my eye.
Yeah.
And then they made me wait another 2 hours in the room. So that's 5 hours total that I waited. This was years ago. Now it's even worse.
Because they were embarrassing him. Like, who smokes from their eye?
And the nurse walked in, and she performed what she had to do. She basically held my eye open, put some cream, and covered it up with bandages. It took 2 minutes to fix my issue. 2 minutes.
'Cause
I
there was
waited
a
5
line-
hours.
Well, it
Line
took
up of
5 hours
people.
and 2 minutes.
Now,
Well, yeah, there you go.
That was the meal prep.
Yeah.
it is illegal for a hospital in the States to refuse anybody if they have insurance.
100%.
Or not. So they have to accept
They
everything.
have to accept it. And also, if you make...
They also have Medicaid.
So-
They have all Benet Social,
Dude.
social services to help people who can't.
not
have
just that,
insurance.
if you make, as an individual, if you make under $35,000 a year, you don't have medical debt.
Look, I'm going to say one thing because I don't want to call anyone stupid who didn't know this because, you know, everybody's like, the American healthcare system sucks, all that. I used to think the same thing until I started to go to the States,
So
until
did I.
went to a hospital, and until I realized the drastic difference between both countries. And that's why I kept advocating for here. Obviously, we need to figure out a different system than Medicare. We should have Medicare, but if it's our Medicare is the problem, like for the hospitals, then we should have more private hospitals, and our Medicare should be transferred because it's an insurance. Medicare is an insurance, and it should be a private insurance per individual
100%.
to pay. So do the same thing.
100%.
Do the same thing we do now. Just change it so that the good it privatizes, so they make their money, so that I'm always safe when I go to the hospital. Because in the States, bro, they have that stupid sign in some places where it goes, your wait time in the emergency now is 9 minutes. We're very sorry. 9 minutes?
9 minutes.
Bro, in 9 minutes, I haven't gone through the check-in over here.
Yeah.
You know who's responsible for our Medicare?
Who?
Kiefer Sutherland's grandfather.
Fuck this guy.
Tommy Douglas, Kiefer Sutherland's grandfather, on his mother's side, invented Canadian healthcare.
Yeah. Which Quebec, well, that's Canadian, and Quebec is even worse.
Yeah.
Quebec
it's
is even-
bad everywhere, but here it's
I
very
think
rough.
Quebec is the
Quebec
worst.
is
Because in
ter-
Ontario,
Queb-
it's pretty organized.
Quebec, I would say, is worse than some third world countries.
Some.
Some.
You go to the
Some
doctor
take it
here,
serious.
be prepared
Yeah.
to wait 12 hours.
Here?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Well,
12
Greece, I
hours.
had the same misconception. I thought it was gonna suck. It was gonna be the third world. I've gone there with a broken collarbone and shit like that, and it puts ours here to shame.
Does that hurt? You're basically
Yeah, it fucking
this
hurts.
thing
Yeah.
snapped.
It hurts,
Yeah,
and you
bro.
can't put a cast. You
But
can't.
it's how it snapped. Is I fell on it, like on my shoulder, and it. Clack.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you see that in Rambo when he pulls the bone out?
Yeah, and I was a kid too, and I thought I was crying because when they brought me in, I go, "Don't take him to the hospital," because I used to see those commercials for the war amps. I thought they were gonna take out my arm.
Amputee.
So then when I made it there, they had put I was like, "No, they're gonna cut off my arm." Like, no, they're not gonna cut off your arm. And then when they put the gauze on, the last thing is the guy has to cut the gauze. So
you thought they were gonna cut
the
your
second he pulled out the scissor, I started crying. No,
Oh.
I don't want to lose my arm.
You were 29 years old. You were.
Oh, this was last month. No, I think I broke it when I was 5 or 6.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts. And there's the.
Yeah.
But anyways, I want to say, like, also want to bring this up. I have paid in the past, I don't know, years I've been working. Well, since I started working as a
They take
teenager.
it off of your pay.
I've been working for 20 years of my life.
Okay, you've probably paid $1 million in taxes.
Look, listen, bro. You shut your mouth because are you trying to get me to commit suicide?
I know. I did the math. I did a rough estimate. I've paid at least $500,000 in taxes.
Oh, then I paid over.
Yeah, you paid over $1 million.
Oh, Jesus.
The last time, bro, even when I twisted my ankle, I didn't go. I was like, there's no point.
Yeah, I try my best to avoid hospitals.
Why do they always underpay staff and nurses and doctors?
Doctors are very well paid.
But
Because the
compared
government doesn't care.
But if you're a doctor in New York City, you have a house in the
That's
Hamptons
because it's privatized.
with the insurance. But my point is, okay, doctor makes what, $200,000 a year, that kind of stuff.
About.
Okay.
But here too, they have back end deals.
And
stuff.
the nurses.
Here's
and
the
stuff,
difference.
There's
Here-
never enough nurses. There's never enough staff.
Here they give a budget, and the people that run the hospital have to dispose of that budget, right? Now, they want to get paid first. So already right there, it's mismanaged.
When it trickles
Because these
down.
people, it's trickled down, okay? So it's not about helping people. Whereas when it's privatized, you're not getting paid if you don't serve these people.
Correct.
Here, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
You're getting paid the same whether 10 people walk in or 1,000, so you don't give a fuck.
Correct.
Yep.
But in the States,
Yeah.
like, no, if I don't, first of all, if this guy's not a return,
Got it.
it's a
Yeah.
customer. I got to treat him well.
Yeah.
That's what you need for hospitals. You need every person that comes in needs to be treated like they're the most important person in the world because they're there for their health.
And are there
Yes.
unions here?
There's always unions here.
But then
But the unions aren't even the problem. People like to blame the union. It's not even the union the
Yeah.
problem because the union, if I give you 100 nurses, right, you need to pay them, staff them, but I only give you, I don't know, $80,000. Bro, that doesn't even pay for one. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? So even if I have a union, the union is not the problem. What do you want the union to do? There's not enough money to go around to fix stuff. Instead you're putting money in language laws and all this other stupid shit. So what do you want to do with the budgets they're getting? What do you want these hospitals to do?
Yeah.
And these nurses are the ones that take the brunt of it. They're the
Yeah.
ones working,
Yeah.
running around.
Overworked.
That's why they quit. They're like, bro, I keep seeing people dying. I'm doing
They-
this. I want to help and I can't.
They burn out. You know what
Yeah.
a lot of nurses are doing now? They have a side business of when you do blood tests.
Yeah, private,
They come to you, so you don't have to wait at 7 a.m. to
private
take
nurses.
a number to get your. The nurse comes to your house with her kit.
You pay her
takes the
$100.
Yeah, blood test. She sends it in.
Oh, they're allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nurse mobile.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were even doing it for COVID tests. You could just call them over.
Yeah, that's a good side gig.
COVID, I knew. Yeah, that's a very good side gig for them. Yeah, because they're certified.
They do it to old people too. Like instead of them going waiting in line, they'll just come to their house, take their blood.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So
They should make an app for that.
Probably.
Well, there's a
Mobile
you just call
nurse,
them.
whatever.
Yeah, you just text them.
Yeah. So that's number one. Yeah, good healthcare, but it sucks.
But there's also the other side on that in the American side where big pharma is so greedy.
Yeah, with the insurance companies,
You know what I mean?
Terrible.
So
But it's the
the
same thing they do here, but for the record.
100%.
We just don't see it because the insurance
Because it's on the back end.
The insurance is the government deals with
There
it.
you go.
So
Yeah.
the government, you never see the price.
Yeah.
But here too, sometimes if you would break down what they charge, you'd be like, wait, hold on, for bandages, I had to pay $4,000. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I could buy this at the farm for $12.
Yeah.
Dude,
Everywhere they fuck you.
You
Yeah.
have to see how clean hospitals are in Mexico. And they're charging
Really?
the actual price, actual retail price. Yeah, it's I told you when I go to the dentist, Dr. Castroman, the equipment is brand new. I look like I'm in an Apple store. And here they bunch up the price. Dude, for $25 American, I have a consultation with a doctor. I wait 5 minutes. I talk to
That's
him. He gives me
amazing.
first, come on. Yeah. And he's
here-
ecstatic that I gave him $25.
Yeah.
Here, every time I walk into a
And
hospital,
I'm in the tourist area.
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
it's-
Poseidon, they're fucking us.
Yeah, we're getting bamboozled heavy here.
love that
I don't know if you guys get the same feeling as well, but every time I walk into a hospital, I feel like puking.
Me too. My
I
knees
hate
get, my
hospitals,
knees
bro.
get weak.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah?
the feeling,
The smell,
the
everything.
smell,
You
everything,
go-
the
the
look.
energy.
Okay, so it's not just me.
It's because you're surrounded by the energy of a lot of dead people over
Yeah.
years.
Also, the building, it reminds me of my high school, those old Quebec buildings.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's depressing.
Cinder block walls.
Yeah.
Painted cinder
It's
block
like a
walls.
mental hospital.
It's
Yeah, every
You don't
time,
have to tell me.
every time I walk into a hospital, I feel like puking, and my breathing accelerates like crazy. And as soon as I get out, I go.
And everyone
like
at the
relief.
and everyone at the children's hospital is crying behind them.
Yeah, no. If I had the choice,
I feel
I would
relief.
die.
Like I just
at
came
home.
on sick children dying.
Obviously, I would die at home if I had the choice, as would everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't die at home. I don't want to ruin the house. I would die
Well, it depends. How
in
you
a
gonna-
hotel room.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
I
Yeah,
wanna-
there you go. Motel.
I want to die at home, but get eaten by a shark.
No, that's painful.
No, that's painful, bro. Actually, you're in so much shock, you might not feel the pain.
No,
That's
the
I
best
remember you
death
telling
would
me
be
that.
in sleep. You
Speaking
just
of-
never wake up.
Speaking of sharks, bro, I
What's
saw
the half though?
Oh, the half. Sorry.
And the half difference between Canada and USA and Canada.
The half. Canada still has a queen. Oh, he's trying to embarrass us. Okay.
And and his name is Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, you dropped the ball on that one, bro.
No, because he said something after.
Yeah, because you thought, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, anyways,
Yeah,
whatever.
Canada's
Yeah,
still the
whatever.
monarch,
Yeah,
but-
we still have a monarch, and it's Justin Trudeau. We still have a queen, and it's Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, that's
Well, actually, no, we do
That's
have
the
the
trope.
queen though. We're under her.
But we do legit have the queen, though. That's
Marks, people who are sold by the government, who are sellouts like George Chickadee Chandrizos, try to deny it.
Yes.
But it's in our actual chart. We're 100% still under the queen. That's
Yeah.
what the governor general is, the representative of the queen.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're the one. Yeah. We're 100% legally.
which
Yeah.
is why
Ceremonially, we're not. We pretend like, oh, it's just a ceremony. It's not real. But legally, we're hers.
Which is why Sherbrooke Street looks like London. Which is why Australia looks like London.
it does look like London, Sherbrooke Street?
There is so many parts that look. There's so many parts of Australia
never
that look
been to London.
exactly like here, and there's so many parts in they look. It's influenced by the Brits.
Really?
Yeah, except we say cookies, they say biscuit.
Biscuits. Biscuit.
Oh, did you eat
And
some
we
biscuits?
say trash can, they say bin.
Yeah.
We say
Supermarket trolley. Did you ever? Did
I
you
hate
have?
the word trolley.
Did you have biscuits in Atlanta?
Yeah, he did actually.
No, I didn't. I didn't
With
touch
the
it.
chick- Oh, you didn't touch it, but
No,
it
I
was
can't.
available.
It's too.
Weird.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a biscuit guy.
Cornbread, delicious.
It's too. No, but it's dry, in like it's like
Hey, I
very
get it.
dusty.
What about the portion size over there? Must be big portions.
It was roughly the same.
Yeah.
It was. You know what it was? It was. But it was more. You know what I noticed? U.S. It was more putting stuff in boxes and containers, and then you do the portion.
Really?
Did you understand? So like we bought the first night we were there, we got mac and cheese.
Maybe because of COVID.
No.
Oh, the first night we were there, we got more than mac and cheese. We got noodles, chicken.
Yeah, I'm just using mac and cheese as an example,
Okay.
but we got chicken noodle. Yeah, and the portions they would put in this big like container. You know the plastic containers that
Yeah,
you
like
throw out?
ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, and we would. It was in those, and then you would choose your own portion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was a lot of that I noticed.
ATL.
ATL.
Isn't that a movie?
I don't know. I think it's from a song.
Georgia. That's where you were. You were in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I like Georgia.
I get my peaches down in Georgia.
That's the first
That's my
time.
shits.
Hey.
First time I ever drank out of a jar was in Georgia. I was in a restaurant and they gave me a jar to drink my water out of, and I
And they
said,
said,
"This
"Get the
is
fuck outta here."
fascinating." So I mentioned it before. There was a Formula One this weekend, which basically
Yeah, it's true.
it's the first time that our hotels were at capacity. I don't know the numbers. I don't know how much money the city made. I don't even know how many people showed up, but there must have been 100,000 people visiting Montreal. Is that something like that?
Well, no, because all flights got canceled because of Air Canada.
Oh, amazing! But so that was big for the city. The nice to watch. Nice to watch people downtown.
Yeah.
I mean, we stay away from downtown.
Yeah, I can't. You know what? Every time I hear downtown now, I get shivers.
Yeah. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I
it's
wonder
like,
how
ugh.
the
There's too much associated to it. It's too much stress.
Yeah.
any news on how Shapiro's room did yesterday?
Any news? I'm pretty sure.
No,
it did well.
I'm pretty probably went well. I was with my
The
father.
third floor, it's called, on Crescent.
Yeah, there you go.
Stogies.
I was with my faja. I was contemplating either hanging out with my father for Father's Day or going there, and I'm like, I'm gonna chill with my dad.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been exciting. What
Yeah.
about your killer elephant?
Yo, did you see this killer elephant? Badali?
No?
The one that, okay, so I don't know, I think it was Pakistan or India or whatever. There was an elephant that trampled a 70-year-old woman. I don't know what this lady did to the elephant, but holy shit, it must have been insane.
Yeah. Think that hurts?
She probably called it a fat bitch. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, you mean the old lady? Yeah, 100%. But also her comment hurt. It's not nice of her.
So this is a video of an elephant just...
No, there's no
loose?
video. So what happened was, older lady at 70 years old was trampled by this elephant, and then she got bamboozled and died. Then they held
Happy story, okay.
they held the the funeral for her, and the elephant came back. The elephant
Same
came
one.
back.
Came back.
to the funeral.
You know what? Because they do say they remember. Shit.
Yes, and the elephant trampled the body again. Yeah, she got the
can't
body.
write that. You
The
can't write-
elephant,
that's
the,
funny.
The elephant flung the body everywhere. It
Can we just
trampled.
be honest? That lady must have been a real bitch.
Yeah.
Wow, the elephant was like, "Fuck this! I'm
She's
doing
done-
this again."
That lady has done some shit to that elephant.
And then they finally buried the old lady. I think hours later, after the elephant left.
The
They
elephant
went, they
came
cleaned
back.
up-
They dug it up. Elephant did it again.
Yeah. No, they can't dig.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, bro. So I think we're gonna close on that, guys. I
That's a
think-
great story to close on.
yeah, great story to close. And vengeful elephants. Elephants never forget. Don't
careful,
forget
be
that.
careful, be
Just like me, I will never forget that one time. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm DeepScience69 on Instagram and Twitter, twitch.tv/DeepScience69. Guido Grasso JR on Instagram. But the most important thing that you have to remember right now is
Patreon.com/Pantelis. Patreon.com/Pantelis. You should sign up right now for exclusive content like dick pics. Yeah. No, there aren't.
not mine.
No,
I'll
there's
send you a
They're just
chocolate
face
dick.
photos.
But
of
more
Poseidon.
important than that is Pantelis' dates. 21st and 23rd of July, he's doing his hour in French. And on the 28th of July, 28th, is that correct? 28th of July, he has the nasty show in French, which is called The Rebels, Les Rebelles. In order to get tickets, very simple. PantelisComedy.com, click on dates. They're all there. And
We
if you
hope
have,
to see you all this summer. If you're in
That's it.
Montreal and we're going to have fun, we're going to take photos. Poseidon's going to pose with you guys. It'll be a great, great time. Thank you all and go fickety fickety.
fuck yourselves!